Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Unavowed. So in the last episode we solved our case in Chinatown. Kevin Juan freed the dragon from her torment, and Kevin Juan himself can now start a new life with his $50,000 that he won from a lottery, and he's also now void touched, so he can't be recognized anymore, just like Jasmine can't be recognized. And after that we were possessed again by, well, this is kind of hard to explain. I'm not even sure how this thing works here exactly, but if I'm not mistaken, that quote-unquote demon whom we exorcisted away in the very first episode is actually the real Jasmine. And this Jasmine who you see in front of you right now is Melkhiresa. But it turns out that the real Jasmine is a sociopath who was the one who killed all those people, and Melkhiresa is basically just an innocent bystander who was summoned by Jasmine for some purpose. I'm not exactly sure why she did that exactly. Like I said, it's kind of confusing here, but it seems like Melkhiresa is actually just an innocent bystander, and she basically had replaced her own memories with Jasmine, not Jasmine's own, because she was the one who killed all those people, but she basically created whole new memories of her past because she couldn't live with all the horrible things that Jasmine had done and she had to witness. So yeah, so Melkhiresa is the innocent one here, and Jasmine is the quote-unquote demon there. We did manage to exorcist her away in the last episode, obviously, so she is still out there somewhere. So only time will tell that what she's up to next. But now, without further ado, let's continue with the rest of the game here, and I guess we will start our new case in this episode. That's gonna be awkward. After everything that happened last time. I saw Mandana going in there. These old stone steps are black with... Is that suit? Okay. Is everyone in there? We can't go down there. Okay, well, let's go to the meeting room.
It's the only thing that makes sense.
Yeah, it doesn't sound right, but maybe it's for the best. Hey, she's here.
You better get over here.
What?
Yes, we have come to a decision.
Oh. Okay. Please don't drag this out. I'm an abomination, I know. Let me guess, you're firing me. No, that would be like the last thing they would want to do. I mean, why would they fire us? I'm an abomination, I know. Or should I just say, please don't drag this out. I'm an abomination, I know.
Jesus, don't be so overdramatic.
Indeed, we were only discussing the trains.
What?
Yeah, the F train is down, so we're gonna have to take the 6 and then transfer.
It's the only way to get over to Brooklyn.
Especially at this hour.
Ah, okay, trains. Huh? What do you mean? That wasn't funny. Huh?
It is as we said, no more and no less.
Listen, you're not who you thought you were. I thought I was an accountant once. Turns out I was wrong. Someone's out there doing God knows what. You're here trying to help stop it.
In terms of the big picture, nothing has changed. Our goal remains the same. Assuming you are still with us?
Well, of course we are still with you. Where else could we possibly go? But the question is, shouldn't I get some sort of a, I don't know, protection spell or something so that possession won't happen again or something? You know, a precaution. Hell yes, I'm still with you. Jasmine needs to be stopped. I'm more determined than ever. As long as you'll have me, I'm with you. I'm more determined than ever.
That's what we like to hear.
So, what should we call you?
Yeah, we can't keep calling you by the same name.
That's kinda true, okay. If my name is Melkhiresa, then call me Melkhiresa. Although spelling that must be a bit, big pain in the ass. If not immediately, then eventually. Call me Mel. You are right, I'll choose a new name. I do kinda like Mel. Yeah, let's just go with Mel. I mean, Melkhiresa is a cool name, but it's also very... How should I say it? Kind of weird. Not the kind of name that you hear about on the streets within the mundane world. So let's just go with Mel.
Simple. I like it.
Craving simplicity. I can understand. A fine choice. Mel.
Okay, I like that too. Wait, on second thought, let me choose another name. So am I a human? Yeah, I don't even know what Melkhiresa is exactly. What exactly am I? Yeah, what exactly am I?
This is a question I have asked myself my entire life. I have yet to find an answer.
That's not exactly encouraging.
It is the only truth I can offer.
No, I get it. Everyone is trying to figure out who they are. Some more than others.
That's not what I
Human or
meant.
not, you're just like everybody else alive. Sorry, KK.
So am I a human?
You are if you want to be. That's really all there is to it.
Well, we are in a human body, so I guess that's fair enough. Yeah, let's just go with Mel. Let's get back out there.
We're ready to go when you are.
Okay, so we have been at Wall Street and we left Chinatown last time. I think at the third place where Jasmine was it Brooklyn? Well, let's go and find out. But now, who should I take with me? Last time we had Mandana and Logan, so let's take Eli and let's take Wiki. Okay, so Hoyt, Shermanhorn, Brooklyn. Yeah, I guess we'll go there next. No point to go to the theater.
Look at all the graffiti. So much for all this gentrification I keep hearing about.
Dude, this is gentrification. 20 years ago, my dad would have arrested a guy for putting this stuff up.
But not anymore.
Nope. Now it's authentic urban culture, made by real artists. The cops got better crooks to chase anyway.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true. A flashing walking sign giving crossing directions to an empty street. A thumb with a face. Are you sure that's a thumb? At least you hope that's a thumb. Yeah, exactly. Directions to a poetry slam. A dark pathway under the subway bridge leads to a poetry slam. A worm with shades. Edgy. This kind of reminds me of Earthworm Jim, I think it was called. I remember that cartoon. At least the intro. And the theme song, at least somewhat. Colorful stone fronts shine at you from down the block. Across the street is the entrance to Prospect Park. And let's go to Poetry Slam first. Looks like a cool angel. A majestic illustration of an angel graces this wall. Whispered words escape from the dim interior of the poetry club. Well, let's go there and see what's
I
happening.
traveled up the mountain of glass to the man who looks down upon high. But he sent me away, he gave me a pass.
It sure is busy here.
So now I drink coffee and sigh.
Okay.
I saw a pink dog by the side of the road.
No, I'm not a poet,
He
and I
looked up and gave me a wink.
don't read poetry or anything,
Then I helplessly watched as I saw him explode.
but I am not impressed.
I may have been dreaming, I think.
Or maybe I don't get it, I don't know.
The colors, green, blue, and red.
A half-empty cup of mucky...
All mixed up within the
mucky.
same pot.
What am I saying? Mucky. I just tried to read fast.
I lifted it up and poured it on
A
my
half-empty
head.
cup of coffee illuminated
Wasn't
by a
feeling-
single flickering tea
I
light.
think not. Over the sea,
Mucky.
I flew to the girl
She's
with
lost
the
in her own
golden
little
drum.
world. Should I just
Could not help me.
talk to
I
her?
knew.
Although wouldn't it be kinda rude? Well,
But flying is... Do you mind? Can't you say I'm... Wait. Alden? Is that you?
Sorry, what did you say?
You heard me. You're supposed to be dead.
Oh.
That name. How do you know that name?
You're kidding, right? I know all about you. Alden the Destroyer. Alden the Deathbringer.
Oh, damn.
No. Alden was my great-grandfather. I'm nothing like him.
Oh, well, you look exactly like him. You shouldn't do that. It's rude.
Do what?
You didn't answer my question. How do you know that name?
Why does it matter?
Because we're with the Unavowed?
Oh, well, I'm tired.
She looks
I'm going to
familiar.
sit down. You want to talk? Come on by.
Wasn't she...
How on earth?
I know her. She's a muse. Oh yeah, she's that muse we saw in the very first episode, and also in the last episode as well, when we saw the real memories of Jasmine doing those murders. Who was that? Old friend of yours, Eli? Well, obviously not. He doesn't know her. That woman isn't a mundane, I assume. Actor. I know her. She's a muse.
Wait, the muse you met last year? That was her?
Yep.
So why didn't she recognize you? Very strange. And she knows who Alden is. That alone isn't good.
Why? What'd this guy do?
It's not important. At least not right now. I think we need to speak to her. As soon as possible.
Well, it's not like we can do anything else here. So let's go and talk to
Hi,
the muse.
everyone. I'm Callie. Or
Callie.
did we go through this already?
That name, Alden. How do you know it?
Well, come on. When you spread fire and death to 100 villages, it tends to inspire people. His face was in hundreds of nightmares for generations. I saw them all.
You see dreams?
I'm a muse. Duh. It's kind of what I do. Or I did, anyway. I kind of lost my power.
You... what? How did that happen?
Some lady took it. Hey, you should order a cappuccino. They draw these little heart shapes with the milk. It's amazing.
Okay. Muse. I'm not exactly sure what muse is exactly. If you could enlighten me about that, do let me know in the comments at what a muse is exactly. Don't you recognize me because I recognize you? I'm Mel, by the way. You knew Eli's great-grandfather? Well, let's say the actor one first. Don't you recognize me?
Nope. Never seen you before.
You hypnotized my friend Zach.
Zach, the playwright? He was killed. Stabbed in the throat by one of the actresses. The blood went everywhere. Almost splattered my new dress.
Oh, the horror. I killed Zach. Kind of. It's complicated.
No, you're wrong. The lady was about your height. She had your hair color and had kind of your build. But nope, definitely wasn't you.
Okay, this is weird. You seriously don't recognize me?
Nope.
She's wearing a veil. You can't see past it, can you? You really did lose your power.
Yep, I'm mundane as tree bark.
Okay, so that's why. As mundane as tree bark. Well, I'm Mel, by the way.
Yeah, I think we already established that we've met before.
Well, yeah, true. So you knew Eli's great-grandfather?
Not personally, but I was summoned by the survivor of a village he destroyed. He wanted to write of his experience, as a warning to others. But he was scared. He couldn't muster up the inspiration to start writing.
And you helped with that?
Yeah, kinda.
Kinda?
He kept reliving the murder of his family over and over in his mind, and in the end, he threw himself into the sea.
Jesus.
It happens. The creative force can destroy some people. I'm glad I'm done with it.
Well, okay. So... Mel. Actually, my real name is Melkhiresa. Have you heard of me before?
Wait, you're Melkhiresa? No way.
You know Melkhiresa?
Not personally, but any muse has heard that name. Melkhiresa's the spirit of knowledge, right? You can't create anything without knowledge.
I don't remember being a spirit. I'm a human now, mostly.
You say that like it's a bad thing. Trust me, Melkhiresa. I've been a human, and I've been a spirit. Human is better.
Okay, well, good for you. And good for us too, I suppose. So what are you doing here?
It's open mic night. I'm open micing. Been spending all my time taking in the local art scenes. This is my way of giving back.
You are giving back?
Giving back to the creative force, trying to balance the scales. I'm not really good at it, but the point is to try. And freeform poetry is fun.
Well, good for you. Shame that you don't have much of an audience here. So long, I guess.
Bye! Stick around if you want to hear more poems. For some reason, fewer people come here than they used to, so I have the place to myself.
Okay, well, good for you. Good for you, even if she's not a very good poet. Apparently. Well, okay, there doesn't seem to be anything else interesting here. Let's just leave.
So, I'm a dead ringer for my insane evil fire mage ancestor. That's just great.
Not gonna talk anymore? Okay. Should we...
Seriously? You'll break your neck climbing that thing.
Oh, I accidentally clicked this, I didn't even realize that. A sturdy iron drain pipe is bolted tightly to the wall. Okay, so this is gonna be important later. Well, that's good to know. I just accidentally clicked it, I just wanted to leave. Okay. Let's go and get across the street. Once the light has turned. There we go.
Looking good there, Junie.
No, it's not right yet.
Of course it isn't.
What the... A little girl draws with chalk under a sheltering tree. A young woman watches her child with a smile on her face. This art is not bad. You have known set designers who could do worse. Okay. To a small bench shell nestled slightly inside the park. So, what's up?
Hey, nice to see I'm not the only crazy one out here tonight.
That's us, just a bunch of crazies. We're not crazy, we just like the rain. We're not out here by choice, believe me. That's us, just a bunch of crazies.
Well, at least I've got a reason. I'm only out here because the little boss here wants to draw.
She's your boss? Why is she drawing in this rain? I'm Mel, by the way, this is Eli and Wiki. Yeah, I think that we should introduce ourselves.
Mel, huh? Nice to meet you. I'm May Stein.
Okay, so she's your boss?
She's my daughter.
Yeah,
Amounts
I thought
to the
so.
same thing, doesn't it?
Ain't that the truth? A boss who makes you do overtime and doesn't pay you.
See, this guy gets it. You have kids?
Oh, yeah. 2 girls. Grown now.
2 bosses, huh? Must have been rough.
It had its moments.
So, why is she drawing in the rain?
Little June here got inspired. What can I say? I tell her no and she screams all night, so I give her a half hour and we're both happy. Besides, she has a talent. I need to encourage it. Nobody else is gonna.
She's a lucky little girl. You're a good mother.
Darn right I am.
Yeah, I can agree with that. And I was just thinking here that maybe she is also being influenced by the muse or something, but no, she's not, because the muse lost her powers apparently. How long have you been out here? Couldn't she use a pen and paper?
Yeah, like that'll work.
I know, right? A pen and paper would be, logical.
And kids always listen to logic.
Don't get me started.
Eli's he's getting along very well with May, I think was her name. So how long have you been out here?
It's been 2 hours, I think.
2 hours?
I'm sure June will get tired any minute.
We have this option here again. Well, see you around.
See you around. If you guys want to do any more chatting in the rain, feel free.
Okay. I guess that she's way too fixated on her own drawing to talk to us. Hi there, I'm Mel. What are you drawing? This chalk won't last long in the rain. Well, what are you drawing?
I don't know. It's not finished yet.
Doesn't even know what she's drawing. Looks like a heart to me. It looks like a cat, a human person, and is that a chicken or rooster or something like that? A star, a pentagram star. Ooh. Well, I'm Mel.
Junie, answer the lady.
Hi.
The chalk won't last long in this rain, you know.
I know. That's what makes it good.
I took pictures, don't worry. What?
Nothing. You don't get it. It's okay.
You shouldn't talk to your mother that way.
Excuse me, but I'll be the judge of that.
I want to focus, please.
Okay, fine. Yeah, well, see you around, I guess. June.
Bye.
Okay, so... Well, there's not much we can do here. A leafy tree leans over from the park, giving shelter to the little girl. Good for her. I was just thinking that are those gargoyles or this inventory screen? Are those gargoyles or big, I don't know, ravens? Okay, well, let's go to the park. Oh, hey, there's a ghost. And we get a vision too. What are we doing? Or what is Jasmine doing?
You have called and I have answered.
Oh, hey, that's the muse.
But I feel no creative desire within your soul. Inspiration will not help you.
Oh, I have plenty of inspiration to go around. Yeah, but not the kind that she's referring to. You misunderstand me. I want to help you. So Jasmine helped the muse to lose her powers. Maybe. I know who you are and what you really want. You misunderstand me. I want to help you.
Help me? I don't understand. I don't require anything. Now what do you want?
Me? No, I have something for you. Stick around, you'll find out. Something only you can give. Me? No, I have something for you.
What do you mean? Stay back.
Was that Callie? The lady from the poetry club?
Yeah.
You think so? These visions aren't exactly high def, but it didn't sound like the same lady.
She said she lost her power. Maybe it changed her personality, too. Good. You're okay. Let's keep going. We need to get to the bottom of this.
Indeed we should, but yeah, that was the muse, alright. It's fuzzy and indistinct. Yeah, it's just a ghost. Shame that we don't have Logan with us. Of course he isn't when there's a ghost. Did we run into any ghosts in Chinatown? No, we didn't. I don't think so anyway. No. I always take Logan with me when there's no ghosts, and when there is a ghost, Logan is not with us. Because of course. Of course. An imposing steel sculpture. You can see a piece of leather caught on a jagged piece of metal. Oh, this one. A piece of leather is caught on a jagged piece of metal. It flaps uselessly in the wind. We can take a closer look at it, can we? Can you, I don't know, shoot it down with fire or something? Oh, yes.
I'm not sure what that accomplished.
You know what? Me neither. It's still there, didn't even burn. Maybe it's because of the rain. Vicky, shoot it down.
Doesn't seem to have done much.
Yeah, no. I certainly hope that no one heard that gunshot. But then again, maybe because she's veiled, no one can hear the gunshot. The path back to the entrance of Prospect Park. Okay. Well, I have no idea what this thing is or what we're supposed to do with it, so let's just continue forward.
Don't you think it's time we head home, Junebug?
5 more minutes.
Fine. 5 more minutes.
Okay, well, let them continue drawing. Can we... Yeah, we could go this way. What do we have here? Roy Bakery. Colorful cartoon characters invite you into the bakery. Okay, so it actually is bakery. This psychedelic mural is so colorful you almost go in cross-eyed by looking at it. Yeah, I could imagine doing the same myself while looking at that thing. This psychedelic mural is so colorful. Yeah, the same thing. An old man sits under an under an awning, watching the passerby. We can't go here apparently, and I have no idea what this building is, but probably nothing too important. Well, let's talk to this old man here.
Good evening to you. You folks seem to be lost. Maybe I can help.
Well, maybe. Lost? Maybe we could use some help. Lost?
Yes, it's quite obvious from the look of it. You're walking the streets in the rain, and yet you stop to talk to an old man at the side of the road. Nobody with a destination in mind would do that.
Well, yeah,
we
that's
got a
true.
regular Sherlock Holmes here.
No, I just read people. It's the old artist in me, I suppose.
Old artist in you, huh? What kind of artist are you? So you can help us find direction? Nasty night to be out. Do you know what happened by the park amphitheater? Well, there was that big metal structure, whatever it was. It wasn't there in the vision, was it? Nice to meet you. Well, yeah, let's start with introductions. I am Mel, this is Eli and Wiki.
Pleasure. Welcome to the neighborhood. I'm Stanley Bates.
Stanley Bates, so what kind of artist are you?
Me? Oh, I was a painter. A past tense, I'm afraid. My muse has long since left me. So now I sit here and talk to fine folks like you.
Ah, okay. I wonder if he literally meant that he had a muse who left him. So you can help us find direction. Be careful around muses. They are dangerous.
Are they? Well, I don't have to worry. If I had a muse, she's long since moved to someone else.
Well, it's a nasty night to be out.
For you, perhaps. I'm quite cozy here. And you meet the most interesting people in the rain. Folks
Is that so?
like yourself, for example.
Why, thank you. Thank you for thinking that we are interesting. If only you knew. So you can help us find direction?
I'm just an old artist watching the world go by. I doubt I'd be any help to you. But if you'd like to stop a while and talk, I wouldn't say no.
Okay, that's nice. Do you know what happened by the park amphitheater?
You mean the sculpture that was erected in the middle of the night?
Yeah.
Magnificent, isn't it? Art that just appears for seemingly no reason. That kind of thing just doesn't happen anymore. It does this old heart good to see it.
So it just happened. So it just appeared out of nowhere. Is that what you're saying? What do you think this sculpture means?
I don't know. To tell you the truth, I have not given it much thought. But the energy it brings, the vibrant life, this world can use more of that, let me tell you.
Vibrant life, huh? Okay. I didn't really take that good look at the sculpture. Maybe I should do that, but before that, let's go and see what's inside the bakery.
Got some wet ones here, Chipman.
Huh? Oh, hey. Welcome and stuff.
Jesus, Chipman. Wasn't for me, you wouldn't sell anything.
Of course there is a police officer in a bakery eating I assume that's a donut. Of course there is. Okay, the cop looks tired but satisfied, enjoying some quiet respite after a long day. I wonder if Wiki knows him, or he knows Wiki or her family more specifically by name, if nothing else. A small cash register sits on a clean counter. The baker barely registers your presence. Yeah, he wasn't exactly very welcoming when we entered. Great customer service right there. The smell of freshly baked bread wafts out from the small kitchen. Could use some fresh bread right now. A vividly colored piece of abstract art. I guess we talk to this police first.
Evening, folks.
Hey, Diego.
Holy crap, Vicky! How the hell are you?
Of course he
I'm
knows
doing
him.
okay. Hanging in there.
I hear ya. It's this weather. Screws with your mood.
Yeah, I'm sure that's it.
Why was Jasmine's or currently Mel's face shown there for a second there? I don't know, maybe it was a bug or something. Well, anyway, did anyone die by the Prospect Park amphitheater? This place is really colorful. Yeah, you seem to really like those bagels, so they're not donuts. So you and Vicky know each other. Of course they do, they're cops.
Well, technically, I know her big brother. Hey, how's Mitch doing these days?
He wants a rematch is all I know.
He wishes. That skee-ball prize is mine.
Okay. This place is really colorful.
I know. Chipman's got the art bug. Guess you gotta know your market. The food's still the best, though. Can't argue with quality. I just wish he'd, focus.
Focus. You seem to really like those bagels.
Best in the city. Try 'em. Seriously. Shipman's an artist. A real one. Rainbows or no rainbows. Not that anyone would know it. The guy knows nothing about promoting himself.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. Noticed that the moment we entered. Did anyone die by the Prospect Park amphitheater?
Seriously. Where have you been? Some idiot set himself on fire. Built some weird metal altar to do it on, too.
Uh-huh.
The weird thing? He did it in the middle of the night. No witnesses. Some poor jogger found him the next morning.
Oh, okay. So someone built that altar thingy and then burned himself. In the middle of the night. Right by the stage, too. An interesting place to do it.
You're not the first to say that, actually. He's like some kind of local folk hero now.
Folk hero?
Yeah, the folks who live here, they think it's some kind of, I don't know, artistic statement or whatever. But you ask me, he was just a nut.
Well, yeah. I would think so too. I would not go and consider someone who just burned themselves as an artist or whatever with a message. Unless of course he did have a big sign saying something. I don't know. Anyway, can you tell me anything else about the man who died in the park?
Sorry, but why are you so interested?
Well, who wouldn't be curious about a strange case like this? A man burning himself at an altar in a park in the middle of the night, and no one noticed anything. A friend of mine is missing. I'm worried it might be the same guy.
Yeah, I'm sorry about your friend, but surely there's someone assigned to that case. My only advice would be to talk to them.
Really, Diego? Since when do you toe the company line?
Yeah, I'm keeping my head down these days, Vicky. The captain's got it in for me. You know how it is.
Sure, I get it. But imagine his face if you got a positive ID for the guy in the park.
That's impossible. The only ID the guy had burnt up with the rest of him.
Really?
Yeah, a driver's license. Burnt to a crispy mess.
And that's all you got?
That's all we got.
How was it an artistic statement? Yeah. How could it have possibly been an artistic statement?
I don't know. What else could it be? This frickin' neighborhood. Draws them in like flies and honey.
Draws what in?
Artists. They've been coming out of the woodwork, causing all sorts of trouble. Forget the drug dealers. It's the artists you gotta worry about.
Why? They're just artists. At least they don't hurt anyone, unlike drug dealers and whatnot. Are artists really that bad? I mean, I could imagine that the worst thing that they can do is to draw graffitis to places where they shouldn't, and well, make shops and stuff really bright like this one. I personally don't really like how this place looks. It's just too bright to my liking. Are artists really that bad?
You have no idea. Just last week, in this very spot, I had to drag some guy out in cuffs. It was
Why?
this writer on his laptop. His battery ran out of juice, so he freaked. Smashed his laptop against the table, then started punching people.
Oh.
I wish I could say it was an isolated incident, but it's been happening all over the neighborhood.
Oh my god. Okay, well those guys need to chill. I wonder if Jasmine took the muse's powers for herself, turning Muse into a human, and then she started giving some more inspiration to these artists and whatnot. That's my wild guess that what's happening here.
Stay dry out there.
Well, we try. At least Eli can stay dry easily because of his fire powers. Well, let's talk to this baker then. If he's willing.
Huh? Oh, hey, you want something? I'm kinda busy.
Shouldn't you be busy serving me? You okay? You look kind of tired. These bagels are quite colorful. Yeah, if you look at these ones here, they almost look like candy. Shouldn't you be busy serving me? That might be kinda rude, but... well, it's also true. I mean, he is supposed to run a business here.
I am serving you? What more do you want?
Hey, Chipman, you got paying customers. You want to stay open or what?
Fine, sorry.
I swear to God, you'd be on the street if it weren't for me.
I get it. Yeesh. Anyway, what can I do for you guys?
Okay. Are you okay? You look exhausted. Do you have anything that's not psychedelic? I'll take a rainbow bagel. Do you know about anyone who died in the park? Well, seriously, are you okay, dude?
I'm fine. I'm working. What else can a guy want?
Okay, Jesus. I guess we could take one of those rainbow bagels, but I kinda also want to ask this, so how about the hell?
Nobody gets it. This is just the way it has to be, okay? Take it or leave it.
Okay, fine. You sure you're okay?
Why does everyone keep asking me that? I'm fine.
Okay, fine. If you say you're fine, then fine. I'll take a rainbow bagel.
Sure, here you go. That'll be $5. Just eat it slow, okay? And think about it while you eat it.
He really cares about his bagels, maybe a bit too much. But how about I eat the bagel the way I want? Thank you. Well, do you know about anyone who died in the park?
Someone died? Sorry, I don't know anything about that.
Okay. I guess that's
Sure. Bye.
Okay. So we got a psychedelic rainbow bagel. Looks tasty at least. It looks very, very colorful. I would not eat something like that. I think I once ate a pastry like that was so damn colorful with all the...
Brooklyn's got one thing over Staten Island. Our bagels suck. Maybe I should tell my brother Mitch about this place. He'd love it. You know, assuming the guy ever returns my calls again.
Are you done? Okay, so anyway, like I was saying, I once ate a pastry that was about as colorful as this, and it tasted terrible. It was basically just nothing but sugar. Never ate pastries like that ever again. Should we ask him about the guy who died?
Good evening to you.
Who burned himself? I heard lots of artists are moving into the area.
Yes, I've seen it. The neighborhood used to house quite a vibrant community of artists. They're all gone now. They got priced out, or they got kicked out, or they died out. I thought I'd be the only one left. But now, look around. The real heart and soul of Brooklyn is coming back. And it is magnificent.
Okay, a man set himself on fire on the park sculpture. You know anything about that?
I heard. Fascinating.
Fascinating.
That's all you can say?
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Why there? Why in the middle of the night? The act of immolation is violent, painful. One doesn't do that to themselves unless they want to make a statement. And yet, it was done in the middle of the night. Nobody could see or hear him. So yes, I'd call that fascinating. What was the man trying to say? We'll never know.
What kind of statement does setting yourself on fire make? Well, some people have set themselves on fire to make a political statement, but I'm quite sure that politics has nothing to do with in this case. Like the what do you call that? What did you call it? The Arabian Spring, or well, someone basically burned himself to death somewhere in the Middle East. Was it in Egypt? And then the revolution happened in Egypt and stuff like that. So yeah, so some people do set themselves on fire for political reasons and statements like that. But yeah, like I said, I highly doubt that's the case here. So what kind of statement you think he tried to make?
As I said, we'll never know. The man was inspired. We never know where it comes from or why it comes. It just is. And that's all we can say about any artistic act. It just is.
Well, okay. Okay, I guess we could go back to their mother and daughter. And maybe ask their mother about the incident. Can we get across the street now? Yes, the light switched.
How about I take a picture of this to show your dad?
No, it's not right yet. Just 5 more minutes.
Okay, for real this time.
Okay. So...
Hey,
Hi. Do you know anything about the guy who burned himself? Did anything happen by the park amphitheater?
it was some kind of performance art, wasn't it? Someone put together an altar in the middle of the night and then lit themselves on fire.
Yeah. What a great show, and no one was even there to see it. Someone lit themselves on fire? You seem rather calm about that.
Well, it wasn't real, was it? I mean, it couldn't have been. They did it in the middle of the night where no one could see it. If you're gonna make a spectacle, you want people to see it. That's what everyone's saying anyway. Someone put it all together as some kind of statement.
What kind of statement? Any ideas?
You know, before June was born, I might have been able to tell you. But these days, I leave the art critique to the people with more time on their hands.
Okay, fair enough. Do you know anything about the guy who burned himself?
Nobody did, right? It was all staged as some kind of statement. That's what everyone's saying anyway.
Right. We still have this option here.
It's been 2 hours, I think. I'm sure June will get tired any minute.
I highly doubt that.
See you around.
Okay, do you want this? A tasty bagel? I guess not. Neither does she. Okay, so a psychedelic rainbow bagel looks tasty. That's all we know about it. Now let's look at this thing again. It kinda looks like a spine to me. A piece of leather. Yeah, I don't have anything that I don't have anything long, like I don't know, a stick or something that I could try and use to get this piece of leather down. And using Eli and Vicky didn't help, and I doubt that this is going to be any different.
I'm not sure what that accomplished.
Me neither.
Doesn't seem to have done much.
Yep. Not much, no.
Uh-oh.
What is it?
I messed up. Need to start over.
Oh, for 5 more minutes. Then we need to get home.
Ah, poor May. Poor May. Well, let's go back in here, I guess, and we could ask the muse more
Over
about
and under the seagull went,
more about the guy who burned himself.
searching for its next meal.
Okay, so
It
I'm gonna
closed its
end this
eyes
episode
for
here,
just a
and
moment,
in the next episode,
then
let's
it crashed, into a seal?
and then we talk to the muse some more, or should I say
I traveled
ex-muse,
up the mountain of glass.
and then ask her more about the
To
man
the
who
man
burned
who looks
himself.
down upon high.
Okay, maybe I should actually
He
just stop the episode here so that she doesn't talk over next time when we come back to the game. So let's talk to her and try to figure out why did the man burn himself, and why are the artistic people here so I don't know, so willing to punch people in the face when batteries of the laptop ran out and stuff like that. So until next time, thank you for watching once again, and see you next time for more Unavowed.